is the Hagia Sofia. See a minaret, be part of the mosque. It was originally a church for I think about 1,000 years. Right now we're in the interior narthex and looking up at the ceiling. And these mosaics are original from Justinian. They weren't destroyed or covered up by the Muslims because they don't have any icons. It's just decoration. The imperial doors are huge. Only the emperor was allowed to walk through these. We're now in the nave of the Hagia Sofia. It's so tall that our guidebook says that the Statue of Liberty could do jumping jacks in here. You can see the scaffolding where they are working on restoring the mosaics and frescoes and things that are on the walls. See them on both sides. A minute ago I actually saw some guys up there working. I don't know if you can see them now. Looking up at the main dome, you can see it's Arabic. This is where you'd expect to see Christian images such as Christ, Pantocrator, the Omnipotent, but instead have something in Arabic up there. Other things you can see that the Ottomans changed are here. These round things. In Christian churches, you have images of saints. There's the Mother Mary up there, I think. And here we have the name of Allah, because they can't have images in their churches. And here we have Muhammad and the caliphs, Ali. And on the right, we have Abu Bakr. It's interesting that the Muslims practice more or less the same thing as the Christians, putting up names of famous people in their churches, but using words instead of images. You can see two of these windows up here in the middle are actual windows. The other ones were just painted on in order to keep a sense of symmetry going. They weren't structurally sound to put windows there. This right here is called a mimbar. It's equivalent to a pulpit in a Christian church. When the imam goes up to speak, he only goes halfway up in respect for Muhammad. The top space up there is reserved for the Prophet Muhammad. The Christian church was built here to face Jerusalem, which this window is lined up with. The mihrab that the Muslims built in faces Mecca. You can tell that it's a little bit off center. You zoom out so you can see the difference. Every mosque has a mihrab, which tells the worshippers exactly where to line up to pray. They have to face Mecca when they pray. This is the Sultan's Tower. It was built specially close to the mihrab, only for the Sultan to pray over here. He's got a special little spot. A giant alabaster jar, originally from Hellenistic times, that was brought here by Muslims when it was turned into a mosque. And you can see here, there's a little tap. This is basically a big water jug for the Muslim worshippers coming here, so they have something to drink. Towards the narthex, and you can see just how many people there are in here wanting to see this beautiful church. This is inside a small little library built by one of the sultans. You can see these stands, they're for reading the Quran. See right where this guy's standing, this is a special spot reserved for the Empress. It's her, which you can watch the church service down below. You can see we're up above, looking down. In this part of the upper wing, this marble door is used for church leaders to go in and out of. On the other side of it is where they'd have church meetings. This building's a pretty ornate fountain for the Muslims who come in to worship. You have to watch ceremonially. You can see these spigots here under a little pavilion. right outside the Hagia Sofia. You can see from the outside a different entrance.